Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Alexander-Arnold receives it in a what? He gets big! Harmlessly behind. Incapuyi. And Konate. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Pavlovic. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Capier. And it's Messi. He's picked his way through. Pedri. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Drogba. Indonesia, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Raul. Pedri. Messi. Alvarez. Probing pass. Bullish header! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Kimmich. Pavlovic. And it's Kimmich. And it's McTominay. And in Capier. Now it's Yildiz. Capier. Yildiz. Messi does really well to win the ball there. Played into space. Not the most accurate pass. Kimmich. Yildiz. And in Capier. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Lewandowski. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Picked out, it's Asa! It's loose now. Oh, what has happened here? In towards the back stick.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Alexander-Arnold clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Oh, that's superb. And that is expertly dealt with. Alvarez. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Messi. Raul. Tottenham looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency.
Can he finish? Goal! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Indonesia have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Konate.
Indonesia really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Yildiz. Now it's Drogba. Over to the left. He's found a way through. It's a good-looking delivery. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Out to the left it goes. And this is Azar. Turns and goes back. Petru, up he goes! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's managed to get rid. Strokes it back. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Indonesia are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. Here we go again then. Indonesia carrying a one-goal lead. Spread neatly. Messi. Alvarez. Big header. It's got in. He's put through his own net.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Konate. Now it's Alvarez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Lewandowski.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kimmich. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Looking for a runner. DiMarco promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Azar. And that could set him on his way. That's an excellent interception. Oh, easy pickings there. Rodri.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Raul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Threads one in. And this is... There's the shot! Goal! And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Substitution in progress.
Indonesia choosing to make the first change. This is, oh, terrible pass. Chooses to deal with it himself. Van Dijk makes the interception. Raul. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he shoots! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Surely now! Just off target.
DiMarco is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And he's gone direct here. And he skips past his man. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he cuts out the supply. Rodri. Indonesia still have the cards to affect this game. And he's managed to get free. Levin. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 10, Raul. Number 18, Messi. Number 21.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Number
Now somewhat
32,
off target.
Giovanni.
Indonesia really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Number 47, Phil Foden.
That's a shade optimistic.
19, Jamal. Number 7,
And he's forced to go back.
Number 25, Nuno Mendes. Substitutions taking place.
And here's Gakpo. Cross goes in there. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He's in a great position here. There's the delivery. Capie attempts a clearance. Knocks it into space. Tries to play it through. On the through ball. And here's Batistuta. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Pulisic. Incapuyi. Now he's got space here.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. Toss to the back post. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Incoming to... He's got tall! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
That is ended up in no man's land. Now there's a fine ball. He's had a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! Well, there was to be no other outcome.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And that will be it. Tunisia can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Milan.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go.
There's the golden nugget that is Paul Scholes, one of the game's unsung heroes.
And nothing seems to change him. All that adulation, he's the same bloke.
Agreed, but on a world level, he ought to have higher status. But he's never been one for hugging the limelight. He just loves being the quiet.
And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That has not gone well. That's a promising run he's making on the right. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. That's a good ball out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yamal. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And Fermin. Now it's Pulisic. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Pavlovic. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he get on the end of this? Well timed, excellent interception.
This is the time you need that pace.
Davis going full tilt down the left. Musiala. Scholes. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. Point-blank header! Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. He's in plenty of space here. Kimmich is wide and looking to get onto this.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe might just make this. Indonesia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for the run. Pulisic receives it in a wide position. Pavlovic promptly onto that, and that is that. Rafinha. And here's the chance to counter. Rafinha will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rafinha puts a cross in. Milan upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Rafinha, there's the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Drogba is offering a right smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. 30 minutes gone. Out towards the flank. Now it's Rafinha. That's a super give and go. And it's Kimmich. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Kimmich could try cutting inside here. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Distributed tidily. Oh, that's a key interception. Musiala. Lewandowski. Threads one in. Pulisic. Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Pulisic. Musiala. A good play on the left-hand side here. And it's Scholes. Scholes! Goal! Milan!
The goal scorer for Milan after 40 minutes is number 11.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And he skips past his man. Cross goes in there. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Lewandowski. Great vision. Yamal is on. It's Lewandowski! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Has been indicated.
So that's 2 now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's going to go a long way. And reclaimed it in a trice. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 18.
That gets things going for the second half.
Coming on the field is...
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Has a shot! Scores! That's brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the lead is extended still further. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Indonesia really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
A case now of complete control. No, that was never going to make it. Musiala is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Yamal, and he's worked it through.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Alexander-Arnold considers his options. So, a genuine chance to increase the lead. Spectacular save!
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Some resolute defending there. Tries to play it through. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. He's trying the shot. That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Alexander-Arnold plays it in. Pulisic in with the challenge. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Manchester United.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decisions. That's what sets him apart, for me anyway.
Driving forward. Bebeto receives it in a good position here. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Rooney! Wayne Rooney! Only him!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
That was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Kimmich. And it's Buchanan. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. He's found the way through. He's on it. Can he get away? That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, no joy this time. That's surely a foul. Free kick. McTominay. And it's Buchanan. Quarter of an hour played.
Indonesia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Yildiz. Hakimi wins the duel this time. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work? And the finish! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Rooney has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Drogba. Now it's Buchanan. Kimmich. He's in a great position here. Buchanan's, he gets big against the crossbar. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
And it's McTominay. Ribery. Ribery going face-to-face with his great rival. Buchanan. Ribery. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Indonesia are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Pings in across. Oh, what a oh, crossbar! Messi. Yamal. Rooney. Looking for options for movement. That looks a cracking ball. Kimmich. Nicely spread. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Played out towards the right wing. And here's Ribery. Buchanan in acres of space out wide. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And this is Rooney. Yamal. Yildiz. And Nkapie. McTominay, very much a man of this moment. Kimmich. Konate. And it's Buchanan. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Ribery. Buchanan. And it's Kimmich. Konate. Now it's Buchanan. Guardiola gets across to intercept that. Onana. Decent progress down the left. Ribery. Now it's Buchanan, and it's Kimmich. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and
There will
stopped
be
it.
1 minute at a time.
Kimmich got a long way forward to join the attack. And Bebeto! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Indonesia certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Good ball, good take. Messi. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Pavlovic. Ribery. Pass somewhat off target. Messi. Great vision. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Indonesia finding their passes.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
And here's Yildiz. And it's Ribery. Ribery will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Time and again they are repelled. Rooney. Buchanan. McTominay. Now it's Yildiz. Spread out to the left. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Played over towards the opposite flank. Kimmich. Can he get on the end of this?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here. And that is and the shot! Yildiz, well seen, saw that coming. Yamal, he's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Incapuyi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And it's McTominay. Now it's Drogba. Yildiz. And he shoots! Decent enough try.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Into the last quarter of an hour. And it's Rooney. Now it's Bebeto. Yamal. McTominay does really well to win the ball there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Yamal. And this is Rooney. Picked out and the shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Just a quick announcement, and an exciting one too. We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you have a ticket.
It is edge of the seat time here. Their place in the league at stake.
Hello,
Great for the
everybody,
neutrals,
and welcome to
utterly
today's
unbearable
match.
for anyone with a vested interest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Indonesia come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Paz. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Incapuyi. No, that was never going to make it. Now it's Messi. Now it's Zaire Emery. Incapuyi. Konate. Now McTominay. Rafinha. And it's Kimmich. McTominay. And Fermin. Incapuyi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Pass somewhat off target. Paz. Pulisic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Marquinhos. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Azar. Indonesia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Incapuyi. Now Pulisic. Fermin. Konate. Looking to play him in. Now it's Kimmich. Rafinha receives it in a good position here. Drogba! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That is a brilliant interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. Fermin, spread out to the left. Played into the box. Chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And he's intervened well there. Fermin threads one in. Pulisic looking to run onto it. Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pulisic. Paz did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And that is a little undercooked. Well, that pass isn't the best. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to play it through. Now there's a fine ball. Now who's going to be first to this? Incapuyi. And it's Lopez. Serginho producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Mbappe. Not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. He's found a way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely worked. The most real chance! McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. Oh, that was vital. Over to the left. Looking for the run. Now it's Pulisic. McTominay. Vermi. Looking for options for movement. Pulisic. He is through here. Oh, good take in a good area. Shapes to shoot. In he goes again. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Indonesia really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football. Substitution.
And the second half gets underway.
Indonesia are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Kimmich. Can he get it through? Rafinha. It's a mighty effort. In he goes again. That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
Now it's Messi. It's a really well-measured ball. Mbappe goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Rafinha, great defending, strong and determined. Indonesia do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Kimmich. And Rafinha. Knocks it into space. Hazard. Now this could be a chance. Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Zaire Emery. Serginho. Played through into space.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Now the delivery. Good read, needed to be. Paz. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And in the game where least he could afford it, he is off. Indonesia are down to 10 men. Azar is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he was quick to react. And this is Messi. That looks a cracking ball. And a chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution in progress.
It's their second corner of the game. Buchanan tries to clear. Messi. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Great chance here from position A1.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
Messi! And that should get the job done. And it's Zaire Emery. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Plenty of action at either end, just nothing to show for it.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Kimmich. Buchanan tries making a foray down the right. It's a searching pass. Rabiot is there and he can pick it up. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Ribery. He has a look up.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And he's managed... He's had a shot! Goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Substitution on the field. Number 23.
Liverpool can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
18,
So we have the first goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Coming on the field, number 14.
So what can they make of this?
Number 21, Kane. Number 20,
Tunisia
Neymar.
need a goal,
Number
and they
9,
need a goal now.
Gavi.
That is the
Number
bottom line,
13,
the only line.
Yeah, and there's enough time to get it, thankfully. The only question is, have they got it in them?
Now it's Kane.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Oh, the keeper's done wonderfully well there.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Just eases him off the ball. Rashford is onto this. It's a pretty loose pass. He's a sharp little ball here. That ball looks a good one. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
4 added minutes
How
has been
very
indicated.
smart. He just got it right.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
takes a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Indonesia get ready for another crack at the big prize.
Hello, everybody,
Will they
and
get the win
welcome
they
to
need to get
today's
their
match.
campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Guardiola kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ball's out once more. Yildiz. And Guardiola. Rijkaard. It's a really well-measured ball. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. McTominay, it's a good ball out wide. Rafinha gets into a good position. Rafinha proves just a little bit too strong. Mbappe, and he goes cross-field. Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind...
Shapes to shoot! There it is! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Indonesia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Saliba, Rijkaard. Szoboszlai. Has a look and plays it forward. He's shifting through the gears here. That pass has been well intercepted. Rijkaard. That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Szoboszlai.
Indonesia are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Rijkaard. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so... He's tried one! It's off target and by quite a way.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
He's picked his way through. And that has put paid to that. Yildiz. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Pulisic. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Guardiola. There's the crossfield ball. Messi is herring after that one. McTominay, very much a man of this moment. Mbappe! Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Can he finish? He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Indonesia grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Indonesia with the corner, they're first. Knocks it into space. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Alexander-Arnold. Rijkaard. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. McTominay. Half-time getting close now. Yildiz. Now Mbappe. Rafinha. McTominay. And it's McTominay. Indonesia couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Szoboszlai. Messi in acres of space out. Tries a shot! And the half-time whistle goes. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates. Substitution for Indonesia, number 8, McTominay.
So it's back to business.
Coming on to replace him is number 13,
Indonesia do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Ribery. Now it's Osimhen. Nicely shaped ball. Hujan, surely! Marvellous first goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench, and Lewandowski! Robertson gets rid without sophistication. Ribery. Spread it left. Now it's Pulisic. Pulisic going face-to-face with his great rival. Szoboszlai gets a foot in here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Pavlovic. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pitches it off him.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Osimhen. Turns back here, probably the best option. Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. There's no flag. This looks promising. Van Dijk gets good distance on it. Lewandowski did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And he's managed to get from Messi! And the ball, here's a chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break.
Shot goal! It's bounced back off the post. Szoboszlai sends it crossfield. Now Mbappe. He's found a way through. He has a look up. He has found a way through. Osimhen. Always onto this. Oh, that's fabulous. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's a throw. Takes aim and crosses. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Szoboszlai. Guardiola. Played back to the goalkeeper. 75 minutes played. Robertson. Looking for the run. Messi looking to run onto it. Oh, shooting chance! Should have equalised.
Alexander-Arnold is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Robertson. It's not an especially good pass, that. Ribery, given the lift of his goal. Oh, that's well spotted. Played into space. Neatly clipped into space. And he's found a decent chance! Off the post! And they've got rid.
Indonesia clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Mbappe. Rafinha. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's got away. Oh, that's a fine interception. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Ribery. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Spread out to the left. Tries to play it through. Pass somewhat off target.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Has been indicated.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And it's Ribery. Osimhen. Too much on it, and that added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So the winner's bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort.